Hijab is not going to make you neat. If you're not a neat person, you're not a neat person. If you're a dirty person, you're a dirty person. It doesn't matter what you wear. Hello, beautiful people. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Haritha, and this space is Haritha Online. Yeah, so in today's video, we're going to do a hijab haul, a one-piece hijab haul. What I mean by one piece is that by just wearing that one garment, like the conditions your outer garments for, as a Muslim, should fulfill will be fulfilled. So, for a two-piece garment, it means you have to combine two outer garments, two things, to serve as outer garment for it to fulfill the condition, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Your style is your business, but the conditions of hijab is something we should all try as much as we can to make sure that we fulfill at least almost all of it, because there's one particular one that, may Allah is our first. Stockings are originally, wearing socks is not originally part of the hijab, but because a lot of us, falter. Maybe not all of us, but like almost every hijabi I've seen falter on that side. The arm length kind of thin, so we substitute with socks. So yeah, I know that. But for like others that easily you can, just fulfill, we need to try as much as we can to make sure that we're fulfilling that to the best of our ability. May Allah is our first. Alongside, I'm going to be answering some questions like the reasons why I hesitated using the hijab. Once in a while, I'm going to be looking at myself. I don't know. It's been a while I used front camera, so bear with me, okay? Anyways, I started using the hijab in 200 level. Yeah, I was 19. And before the age of 19, I had, of course, had my mualim, like my malam. Yeah, malam. Telling us use the hijab, this is the proper hijab and all of that. But to us, our own definition of hijab was quite different. To us, then to a lot of girls back then, like if you're wearing jean trousers, wearing top, and you roll something on your head, you're already using the hijab. So I think our understanding was basically fixed to covering of the head, right? But hijab, even though the word hijab itself can mean that, hijab is definitely more than that. And that's the qualities of hijab is something I'm going to explore in the second episode of this hijab haul. In that second episode, inshallah, I'm going to be hauling 2-piece hijab, and the third will be 3-piece hijab. So these are actually items I just got from, not like I just got them, like I've gotten them probably weeks ago for sure, but I haven't used them. They've just been there. I've worn 2 already. Like I've used 2. So I'm starting with this. I still have another one. They're from the same person, like from the same woman. Yeah, that sew it for me. Her name is Anas. You were like, okay, what's her Instagram handle and all of that? The thing is, she's not someone you would find on Instagram and what have you. Yeah. So this is it. This is what the head region looks like. Currently looking at myself. So this is the hand. Okay. See what I was saying? So it's just long all the way from the head downwards, and you're good to go. Now, this particular style is my bias. Personally speaking for myself, this particular style is just everything. It's easier, comfortable, and safer. Right? Easier in the sense that you don't have to stress. You just carry it, put it on, and you are good to go, like you are done. You see, I just carried it just now, wait, and you're done basically, right? This is it. My camera is looking, I don't know, maybe one of the ring lights will go off. I think I'm looking too bright. Now answering question. One of the reasons I hesitated using the hijab is I thought that it's not compulsory. It's probably just something good if as a Muslim girl, back then you can use the hijab is good. But not like if you're not using the hijab, you're committing sin. That was my understanding. So answering my teenage self, no, you're not right. Using the hijab is not a thing of if you like. Obeying that commandment, of course, if you like, you obey. If you like, you don't. But it's a commandment to wear it. The status of hijab in Islam for women is compulsory. My teenage self thought it wasn't compulsory, but it is compulsory. But there is option to obey or disobey. So that's where the it's my choice always comes in. So it's my choice to obey it. It's my choice to disobey it. Good. This is the second hijab, one piece hijab, gotten from the same woman, Anas. So this is it. This is the second piece. This is what it looks like at the back. Right. Side. Okay, so this is the hand style of this one. I still have a abaya inside. The abaya you saw me wearing in the beginning of this video is still here, okay? So you will see the hand is puffy. That's because there's an abaya there, okay? So this is the hand. Slightly different from the first hand. And let me take my beads. Okay, let me use this hand. Yeah, you see? So I love this, type of banded hands because like I said, they grip your hand so you can move your hand around and right? So I've been looking at myself. Please enjoy with me. Anyways, the second reason why I hesitated using the hijab is because I believe that religion is in the heart. I believed then that you can be a bad person and be using the hijab. And you can be a good person and not use the hijab. So basically, you can be a religious person and not be using the hijab. Like we do put it, summarily, hijab is in my heart. It's not in what I wear or how I look. So that was also one of the reasons I hesitated using the hijab. Dear teenage self.
Women may not wear hijab. Men may wear short pants which expose their thighs. Oh, Islam is in my heart. Yes, Islam begins in the heart. It is expressed on the tongue and it is acted upon by the limbs. All of that makes Islam. If you only act on the outside, but it's not in your heart, you're a hypocrite. You're a person pretending to be but you don't believe. And if it is in your heart, but not externally on your limbs, as you claim, your claim is a false claim. Knowledge is in your heart. But the faith, no. Were the faith there, there's no way that you could reject what Allah and His Messenger has commanded you. Because what distinguishes faith from knowledge? Action.
So dear to yourself, if you have it in your heart, it must reflect. No one is sinless. Are you? Maybe you are, but I'm not. But that urge to consistently thrive and strive to do better is the difference, right? And here, my favorite color of all outer garment colors, right? Black, yes, it's my favorite. So this is what the head region looks like. This same one is from the same Anas I spoke about. So this is the hand of this one. You see? Yet again, it has a band, basically. So I especially love these things. Anyhow you want to do it, if it has a band, I love it. Or give it a button. Just make sure it's hugging my wrist so that I can raise my hand. I'm a teacher, right? So I have a bias that if I'm teaching, I have to hold, because the hand, the style is is what it is. So but I love it this way. So that way, if I'm writing on the board, I don't have to worry. I just raise my hand and I'm good to go, right? Anyways, so the third, funnily enough, is also common. And I'm wondering right now, alhamdulillah, I'm looking at it that how was it even a reason for me, to be honest? Like, why was it a reason to even hesitate? That is because there was this whole notion in my locality, not just my locality, I think a lot of people believe, even till date, People still have that notion. Hijabi girls, a lot of hijabi girls are bad girls. Some of them just wear it for cover up. Some of them wear it, but they do nasty things. Some of them wear it, but they do this, they do that. Some of them are not as good as girls who don't use hijab. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Because looking back, I really want to see my, like, okay, fine, get teenage Haritha. What is your business? So, I don't get it. How was it even a reason? What is your business for real? You're going to not obey a commandment of Allah because you feel there are people obeying it and defaulting in another way. It's just like saying there are people who observe Salah and they kill unjustly. There are people who observe Salah and they take alcohol. There are people who observe Salah and they steal. So why should I pray? That's it. What is your business? Dear teenage Haritha, on the day of Qiyamah, on the day of standing, one man for himself. You will not account for your son. You will not account for your daughter. They will not account for you. As much as you love your mother, you would not account for each other. Every man for himself. And then you are there worrying about someone whom you don't even know well. It's such a common thing, especially among non-hijabis and even non-Muslims. Yeah, hijabi girls. Oh, those ones, they're even the ones, they're the most wicked ones. They are the what's that word they used to say? Now them spoil pass. Some will say, there is even another one. They are so dirty. Yeah, Robbie. Honestly, it's not your business. The only thing about that should be your business or concern is that if you know any, because more often than not, to be honest, we don't know anyone. People who say don't know anyone, and let's even assume you know. That's why I'm not here to say it's a lie, it doesn't happen, it's a lie. Do you know anyone? Because there might be. There might be. So let's assume you know any. The only concern for you there should be to talk to the person to do better. That should be your concern. Not to discourage them to leave the right thing they are doing altogether since they default in another angle. The thing you don't know, dear teenage Haritha, is that if, for example, you drink alcohol, you're committing sin. If you don't wear the hijab, you're committing sin. If you commit zina, that is, if you fornicate or commit adultery, you are committing sin. If you steal, you're committing sin. If you lie, you're committing sin. Now, these are just like 5 things already. Now, you now say, since I'm doing one of these things or 2, I shouldn't use the hijab. It makes it 3. You think because you're not doing one thing well, you shouldn't do the other one. Making 2 right now, 2 things that you're doing wrongly. It's just like you're giving, in an exam hall, you're giving a question paper, and the question has 5, there are 5 questions in your exam question paper. And because you don't know one, you decided not to answer the rest. That's going to be 0/5. But imagine you failed 2 and got 3 right. That's 3/5. But more importantly, try to wear hijab right, especially for the fact that one person's misconduct where every other hijabi is held accountable, is held responsible. Unfortunately, this is our reality. So my advice is don't worry about the loophole of someone else. Do something even better. Wear yours. Put on your own hijab, your garment of honor, and show people how to wear it right. I am still a baby, probably in the kindergarten when no matters of the deen is concerned. So we are all struggling at the end of the day, right? So it's just that whichever one Allah has not made easy for you should be something you include in your prayer point. It's definitely not something to be arrogant about. And this is the head region of this one. This one is navy blue. It's looking somehow on the camera. I don't know what it's looking like. I don't know, but it's a navy blue, like a dark blue. This one is from a known brand. A lot of sisters buy from this brand. Elegance Byrie. You can check her anywhere. Yes, Elegance Byrie. Now, Elegance Byrie went on break, a short break. Actually, that was what led me into patronizing the Anas I talked about earlier, which is the three I wore before. Yes, because this particular person, she's my go-to brand. See, there's a brand you use and you're just like, "Ha, no, ride or die, ride or die." Aha. So that is Elegance by Ray for me. So this is the hand for this. You see that? Another reason why I hesitated using the hijab is that I'm going to say three things and just combine it into one. One, I feel is not fashionable. And I love fashion. I love fashion. You see, I did not say I loved fashion. It's not a past tense. Islam does not dismiss desires. It only disciplines it. It disciplines it. Yes. So I love fashion. It's just that my understanding of fashion back then and my style of fashion is different from what it is now. I still very much love fashion and I'm still in fashion, but the style is different now. Alhamdulillah. So my one of the reasons, my 3-in-1 reason then is it's not fashionable. For someone who likes to kill everything, kill the shoes, kill the clothes, kill the bags and everything, how am I going to be stuck with wearing things like hijab? That was it. So, dear self, if you love fashion, I can't say you continue the way you are. No, you wouldn't, because Islam is going to discipline it and instill a different style of fashion in you, but you can maintain fashion. Another thing people don't know is that if you are, for example, before hijab, before the use of hijab, you are a dirty person. Using the hijab is not going to make you neat. So when people say, some hijabis, they'll be smelling, they are so dirty, their hijabs are dirty, they don't wash it. They don't even wash what they wear before they started using hijab. It isn't the hijab that makes them dirty. They are dirty individuals, right? So if you are a thief, using the hijab will not make you to stop stealing. You're going to have to work to stop stealing. Wearing the hijab automatically does not make you pious. Another flimsy reason, yeah, this one is really flimsy, is that I'm a chubby human being. Alhamdulillah, I'm not a slim person. So I felt like hijab fits a slim girl or a slim lady. So I felt like, no, I'm not going to wear. Let the slim ones be wearing it. Now it sounds really stupid to the ear, right? But it was definitely one of the reasons I hesitated, because to me, I feel like I'm not going to. I like it when slim people like wear it. It's especially differently beautiful on them. This is my opinion. I'm saying is because I still believe in it till date, that being slim makes you kill hijab better. But is killing supposed to be the primary aim of using the hijab? The primary aim is what it is. So every other thing is secondary. Every other thing is like icing on the cake. The third 3-in-1 is that I don't want people to unnecessarily, box me. I don't like boxing because I already box myself. I am very self-critical. I'm becoming better, self-aware, I'm building on it. But by default, my default personality, I criticize myself. I don't criticize people. So I felt like using the hijab is going to give people the audacity to think they own you, to think they can control your life. They can tell you how to live your life because you now look a certain way and automatically you have become their subject. I didn't want that. I don't want to be working and someone says, for example, why are you wearing sneakers? Because there are actually people who have issues with sneakers. They have issues with sneakers. While I believe that sneakers is what hijabis should be wearing, there are actually people who believe wearing sneakers is too fashionable. And I'm not here to say they are saying nonsense. I'm just saying that is their belief. That's their opinion, right? So fine. But now it's not so uncommon to see those people coming to tell you, why are you wearing sneakers? Why are you using this? Why are you wearing two-piece hijab? Because they feel like since you're already used to this lifestyle, you're one of us and we have all the right to dictate how you should live your life. So I don't want boxing. I don't want to be boxed, So, and I don't want people to I don't want too many people in my affairs, in my business, like telling me what to do, telling me what I cannot do, and all of that. So that was also one of them. Like, well, I don't want all of that headache. Bye bye. But come on. But the thing is, whether or not you're a hijabi, people will always meddle in your affairs. You would always have people wanting to tell you, who wants to tell you how to live your life, what to do, what not to do. I think it's just part of being human for us. And it isn't really a thing about hijabi or no hijabi and all that. So at the end of the day, people will always have opinion about things. You can't, because people will have opinion and choose not to do what you are supposed to do. Especially if that thing you want to do is a right thing. Don't let people's opinion knock you off. If it's a bad thing, please let it knock you off. Let it knock you off. Okay, so this is what the face of this one looks like. I didn't do it well because I'm rushing up now. Yes. So you can see this is different. This style is kind of different from the ones I've been hauling since. This one's cut comes, and in the middle, there is no cut here and here like the other one. So this is the style we refer to as umbrella style. Anyways, this is the style of this hand as well. Yeah. So it's a band as well. Okay, this particular one is from Miriam Apparels. Miriam Apparels. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I have her bags, her everything. Yes, because I've ordered from her twice, but total of 4 items from this brand, Miriam Apparels. So this particular one. It's like I said, it's an umbrella style hijab with cap. The other one is an umbrella style hijab without cap, still from her. So I'm going to hold it later. I love this hand. I won't even lie to you. Yes. So the fourth reason I hesitated using the hijab is worries about dunya. Yes. I looked at it. I was someone with dreams. Did I just say I was someone with dreams? I still am, right? Maybe just different direction and all of that, but I still very much am someone with goals, big dreams. And I'm definitely working to seeing how much of all these dreams I can achieve while I'm still alive. Bismillah. While I'm still alive, Bismillah. May Allah is our first and make it easy for us to achieve all the good things we envisage, we look forward to achieving, we hope for. I mean, that also made me feel like, okay, using the hijab, I saw hijab as going to limit me. Not because the hijab will pull me and, tighten my neck and say, no, you must not achieve these things, but because people are very myopic, short-sighted, sentimental, and not accommodating. So from that young age, because I know people's opinion about hijab, a lot of people's opinion about hijab, unfortunately, including some Muslims' opinion about hijab, I already felt like, no, let me dissociate myself from from wearing it. Let me not use it just to be on the safe side, right? That was also one of the reasons. Now, the question is it now a stumbling block for you? I wish the answer is no, but the answer is yes. How does it make me feel? Sad? Not because, why am I using it? No. But that humans up to this age, computer age, where people are preaching freedom, acceptance, and all of that, people are still so hypocritical. Now, the answer to my teenage self is, knowing what I know now is, yes, there are challenges, there are obstacles. There are some things you would want that you may not be able to, because the people who have the capacity, the human capacity to give you that thing, they may choose not to see beyond what you wear. They may choose not to see beyond what you wear. But are they enough? Because at the end of the day, this is how I see it. A place where you're not going to be allowed to express your belief, physical expression or physical, expression of what you believe in. Not because it's going to affect the work you have to do or what you have to offer them, but because they don't just want it. It's truly a place you shouldn't be in the first place as a Muslim. That is it. You're going to walk on eggshells. So taking your hijab off or refusing to use it because you have to be accepted by these people or whoever they may be, whether Muslims or not Muslims, as long as they deprive you of something you deserve and qualify for, but just because of what you're wearing, trust me, it's where you shouldn't be in the first place. Do the math. If why you don't want to wear it is, no, I don't want to wear it because I will not be able to do this and that. Ask yourself this question. Everyone not wearing the hijab, are they even well placed in the first place? Are they well employed? Are they gainfully employed? What hit you wouldn't have missed you. And what will miss you will not hit you. So what has been written for you in this life will not pass you by. It will not. The thing I'll say there is you would have to be creative. For example, if the weight of the work to be done by your brain should ideally be 30, it's going to be 50. Almost double, yes, because now you're going to have to think, okay, how else can I still achieve the bulk of these things I want to achieve without having to compromise? How else am I still going to get these things in place without having to compromise? So your brain is going to have to do the work twice. So you're going to have to do a lot of maths to get things done and working for you. And trust me, in very many cases, that actually pushes you to go further than you ever thought you could go. Because you're going to channel all that displeasure of rejection into creating a masterpiece, whatever it may be, business, whatever it is you choose to do, right? So um, that was actually one of the reasons I hesitated using it. Last but not the least, of the reasons why I hesitated using the hijab was that I felt that to be modest as a Muslim woman, I don't have to wear very big stuff to be modest, to show modesty or to practice modesty. That was my understanding. That was it for me. The commandment isn't a blank check one. It's one that has, there was guide given. Like, okay, these are the conditions of this thing. This is how you should wear it. This is what it should be like. Okay, which of course we'll explore in episode 2, inshallah, like I stated in the beginning. So regardless of the level you are in, maybe you are still at that stage where you just wear cap, you're at that stage where you just wrap your hair, you're at that stage where you just, whatever stage you are, as long as you don't give up on improving, I say just keep it up. And may Allah is our first, to be honest, because I haven't hit my apex too. I'm not at the zenith point of hijab now, am I? I'm not. Okay. So at the end of the day, we are all still struggling and striving to be better in every aspect of our lives. So hijab is just an aspect of the deen. Anyways, until my next upload, I say continue to stay safe, continue to stay healthy, and continue to do as much good as you can. Bye.